Hey everybody, it's Chase with American Vintage Adventures again, and this evening we are out here at Magic Kingdom to do the top 5 most underrated things that you can do at Magic Kingdom. Now this is my personal list. This is what I think is the most underrated things here, and I'm going to take you along and see if you agree with my list. Come with me, I got you. Let's go do this. All right, we are on our way over to what I consider to be one of the top 5 most underrated things that you can do here at Magic Kingdom, and that is Mickey's PhilharMagic. Okay, maybe I'm in the minority on this one, but what's not to love? It's 15 or 20 minutes in the air conditioning. It's a great show. It has all of the songs that you love, the most popular songs from some of the most popular Disney animated films of all time. And it has Mickey involved, it has music, it has air condition, it has 4D effects to get you cool off, it's got Donald. It's got a lot going for it. It's family friendly, and it is definitely on my top 5 of the most underrated things that you can do here at Magic Kingdom. Let's head over and check out Mickey's PhilharMagic right now.
If you're still coming in, it's great to see you. Now it's time to choose a row and move yourself all the way across so you can fill up all the empty seats. That's right, ma'am. You show them how it's done. Of course, being a stage manager sure is fun.
One of the rare shows I have to go in Lincoln Hawks mode for.
Donald!
Put on my
Hey, Donald! Are you all done up there? Gosh, wonder where he went.
Now, the next item on my top 5 most underrated things to do at Magic Kingdom list might be a little controversial because you might not consider it underrated, but just hear me out. Next on our list is Big Thunder Mountain. I know. You're saying, wait, it's one of the mountains. How is it underrated? Everybody loves Thunder Mountain, but just hang with me a second. It is underrated because it is always overshadowed. When Splash Mountain was over here in this area, Splash Mountain was always the bigger draw. Space Mountain is iconic. It has the iconic building. It always overshadows it. And in the years since Seven Dwarfs, Mine Train has been open. You've got another mine-themed roller coaster with a huge IP like Snow White involved, and it's always one of the hardest rides to get, with whether it was Fast Pass or Genie Plus, individual purchase. It's always very hard to get, whereas Thunder Mountain, you can often walk on it in under a 30-minute wait without Genie Plus. So yes, it is one of the mountains. It is iconic to the park, but I think it's underrated because people are usually, and now that Tron's open, they're going to rush to Tron. They're going to rush to Space Mountain. They're going to rush to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. They're going to put all those things on the list way above Big Thunder Mountain. And when Splash Mountain was here, it was above it. When Tiana's opens, it's going to be above it. And that kind of pushes Thunder Mountain down. So to me, in my list of top 5 most underrated things you can do at Magic Kingdom, the top of the list is Big Thunder Mountain. It's a great ride, especially if you ride in the back. It's really thrilling. It whips you around. It's a lot of fun. Maybe not as good as the one at Disneyland, but it is awesome and it is underrated, and you should never leave Magic Kingdom without doing it. So let's go ride Big Thunder Mountain right now. So without a doubt, one of the top 5 most underrated things here at Magic Kingdom to do is the Hall of Presidents. I know, it's old. It's a history lesson, all that kind of stuff. Your kids might complain to start with, but it is based on OG Walt Disney stuff. Like, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln was the first real lifelike audio animatronic, and then that spawned the Hall of Presidents. This was something that was very near and dear to Walt Disney's heart, and it is a great show. It's not just animatronics, it's a theater show. They have great, like, real artifacts or museum quality stuff in there that belong to presidents. They have the Great Seal in there and all of that, and it is a fun 25-35 minutes out of the sun, out of the heat, in the air conditioning, relaxing, and getting to enjoy the history of our country, the history of the presidents, and, you know, have a little bit of appreciation for the United States of America. And with all of our problems of infighting we might have, it's still the greatest country on earth, and it's in the greatest theme park on earth, and it is one of our top 5 most underrated things to do at the Magic Kingdom. Let's go take a look at the Hall of Presidents.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
The harder the sacrifice, the more glorious the triumph. So spoke America in the year 1776. So speak Americans today. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
So of course I have to have a bonus for you guys, and the bonus on this list of the most underrated things that you can do here at Magic Kingdom is the Under the Sea ride with Ariel. Now, the Ariel's Grotto takes up a lot of space over here, but this is a ride that my daughter insists on doing every time that we come. It usually has a very short line. A lot of the queue is inside in the air conditioning. You can see some Easter eggs from the old 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride, which it took the place of here in the park. But we always do this one. It has great music with it. You can sing along. It's a cool ride. It does stop a lot because it's an omni mover and lets people on and off. But it's great for the whole family. You can enjoy the ride. It's got a great animatronic with Ursula. I love the part with her, and it's just a lot of fun, and it's really underrated, and it definitely makes our list at the bonus spot here on our most underrated things that you can do at Magic Kingdom. All right, next up on our list of top 5 underrated things, you might have guessed it, it is the Enchanted Tiki Room. Hey, I know it's another show, but it's underrated. A lot of the shows here at Magic Kingdom are underrated, and this is another one that is really got a lot of history behind it and a lot of ties to Walt Disney. The original Tiki Room, Enchanted Tiki Room at Disneyland, Walt ended up paying for out of his pocket. It was originally supposed to be a restaurant, and then he's like, you can't have birds in the restaurant, they'll poop in the food, and they ended up losing their sponsor, But he had seen on a trip to New Orleans after he had got back from France and everything, actually I believe it was in Puerto Rico, he had seen this mechanical bird and he brought it to his Imagineers and they figured it out and they decided to make it into this show and make the Tiki Room sort of what it is, where it is full of audio animatronic birds and they're doing this show. It is another way to beat the heat here. It's family friendly. It has a lot of history behind it, and I don't think that a trip to Magic Kingdom is complete, especially if you don't come very often. A trip to Magic Kingdom is not complete unless you go to the Enchanted Tiki Room and you get a little bit of that history and you tie back to the original OG Disneyland and Walt's original vision for everything. So for me, the Enchanted Tiki Room lands squarely on the top 5 most underrated things that you can do here at Magic Kingdom. Let's go check out the Enchanted Tiki Room right now. Alright, so last up on our list of the top 5 most underrated things that you can do at Magic Kingdom is the Astro Orbiter over here in Tomorrowland. Now, you can say, oh, it's just Dumbo, oh, it's just the flying carpets of Aladdin up higher. And yes, it kind of is, but it's a little bit faster and you get the absolute best views of Magic Kingdom Park when you're on the Astro Orbiter. So to me, if you're gonna ride one of those rides, Astro Orbiter is the one to pick, and I think it is one of the top 5 most, I got my glasses in my hand, one of the top 5 most underrated things you can do here in Magic Kingdom. Let's go ride Astro Orbiter right now. Part of what makes this ride take so long is that everybody has to go up and down in these 2 elevators. So they can't take many people at a time. It's a slow load and unload process, but I still think it's one of the top 5 most underrated attractions that you can do here at Magic Kingdom. We're about to go get in the elevator in just a minute. And there is part of the view we're talking about. Clouds behind the castle. Looks super cool. It always feels faster. It is faster than it looks. It's definitely faster than Dumbo and the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. So just remember that when you take off. All right, here we go. We're gonna blast off on Astro Orbiter.
Higher, pull back on the control lever in front of you. To descend, just push the control lever forward. Thank you.
All right.
Pilots, prepare for liftoff.
I've engaged Lincoln Hawks mode. I'm ready to go. Let's check out this ride. I think it's underrated, and if nothing else, for the absolute beautiful views you get, especially at night. That's the tip. Ride it at night. gonna go up higher. Can you take me higher? Oh, I got a hold on to my hat. Definitely underrated.
Orbiter is now beginning descent. Please remain on and follow terrorist flight.
It goes the fastest when it's coming in for a landing. All right, there you have it. All right, everybody, so there you have it, my top 5 most underrated things that you can do here at Magic Kingdom. I know the list is going to be a little controversial, and listen, there are some things on there that I had to fight to add and leave other things off. There's some definitely high contenders as far as underrated things go. For me, the Sleepy Hollow Nutella and fruit waffle is very, very underrated. Other things that are underrated are like the Liberty Bell boat ride. I mean, it's a classic boat ride. You get to see things you don't normally see. Tom Sawyer's Island, I never see anybody go out there. And it's a place where you can go kind of have some private time in Magic Kingdom. And that's a hard thing to do. So that was up for my list. But right now, I think I like my top 5, where they're at. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think's underrated out here at the park that you really like to do? Let me know. Drop a comment, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And until next time, this is Chase with American Vintage Adventures saying, I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.